Now we're going to go to Iowa and talk to Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How may we help you today?
Yeah, I found out my husband cheated about 2 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and he keeps saying that I just don't want to work on the marriage because I will never trust him again. So what is the point? And I have heard that phrase probably 20 times, and I can't get past him saying that. I don't know what to say back to him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm at this crossroads with him.
Let me ask you a question, Sherry. Are you doing things that indicate that you don't trust him, or is he just coming up with this on his own?
Yo, he came up with that all on his own.
Okay.
All on his own.
So you're not doing anything like...
Right when I found out about the affair, that was almost the first thing that he said to me, and he's been running with it ever since.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe that.
Okay, so you're not like manipulating him. You're not like trying to control him. You're not following him everywhere he goes.
Oh, no.
So this is coming from
when I
him.
found out about it, yeah, he came home for a vacation. I found out about the affair, and he took off back out of state.
Mm-hmm.
And after we had some words, and I'm like, don't you want to stay and work this out? What's the point? You know, you're never going to trust me again, so what's the point? I've heard this for 2 months now, and I don't know what more to say to him.
And very quickly, how do you respond? What do you say?
I usually tell him that it's going to take time, you know, and then I say, and sometimes I have told them, I said, that sounds like you're blaming me for the affair. You know, you're putting everything on me, all the work on me. You know, what are you going to do?
Are you a pretty strong, driven kind of person that just makes things happen, gets things done? Is that the kind of person that you are?
Usually.
I'm sorry?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What about him? Is he more that, or is he more laid back and easygoing?
He's used to everybody else taking control.
Okay.
You know, even he told me last week he was going to call a lawyer and change his bank account. He hasn't done any of those things.
Okay.
You know?
So in your relationship, you're the stronger of the two personalities.
I think so.
Okay. That's part of what's going on here. Now, again, I'm not trying to justify what he's saying. I'm saying what he's saying. When we hear a phrase like that, we figure one or two things is happening. Either A, they're using this as an excuse. Like, okay, this is my excuse to leave, and then they throw it back at you, like you said, kind of making it your fault so that they can leave. Or B, they actually really feel that way. And even if you say you don't, they're convinced that you do based on the interactions you have with each other otherwise. Like, you're such a strong personality, stronger than I am, that even if you won't tell me that's what you're thinking or feeling, I really do believe that you feel that. So let's assume it's the second one. Mm-hmm. Let's assume it's not him just making an excuse to leave. Let's assume it's because he knows how strong you are, and he believes that inside of you, you really aren't going to trust him again because you're this strong personality that makes things happen and you get things done, a different personality than he. If that's the case, if that's what's happening, if we can assume that he's telling the truth when it comes to that, then it's going to be a matter of you communicating in a different fashion. So, for example, if you push back at him saying, well, it sounds like you're trying to make it my fault, that still comes across as pretty strong. Mm-hmm. If indeed you're going to make this work, in this situation, what's going to have to happen is you're going to have to back off a little bit. Now, I'm not justifying what he did. What he did was wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong at all. Please hear me, Sherry. I'm not saying you're wrong at all. Mm-hmm. But if you wish to make this thing work, if you wish to actually put it back together, in this particular situation, when he says things like that, rather than going back at him like, oh, you're trying to make it my fault, or good grief, can't you get past that? Or, yeah, but it's going to take some time. The better reaction in this particular situation is to do something like this. It's to say, I need to understand. I need to understand. So let me listen for a while, and you can explain this, or please try to explain this so I can understand it. And you wind up listening. Because you see, even though he starts there, and this is particularly true with men, it can be true with women, but it's particularly true with men, where they start is often not where they wind up if you truly, truly listen to them. Like not responding, not going back at him, just saying, I want to hear, I want to understand, say more, say more. Then often men will think out loud, and you may get to a position of finding out what he's really thinking and what he's really feeling. And if you can do that,